I wake up in the woods. I have never been camping before, so I'm very surprised. I'm surprised to be awake in the woods in a tent that looks, sounds, and smells like a bright red windbreaker from 1989. I am awake because of a noise that I do not understand. It is not in the tent with me, but it is very nearby and definitely alive. I am not excited to see what it is. Probably it is a raccoon, which I will not enjoy. I do not enjoy raccoons. They have fast hands and big teeth, and we have very little in common, which makes negotiations difficult. If it is a raccoon, it is probably trying to eat something that I was very specifically planning to eat. I get my flashlight and shoes and hope the noise and movement will be enough to scare it off. I have gone camping to try to get back to something. I am camping because I have been in the city for a very long time, and I am very happy in the city, but I know there is a part of me that does not live in the city, not fully live, and I'm trying to decide if that is a part of me that I want. I unzip the flap of the bright red tent and step out into the dark. I see eyes and a tail, but instead of dark and furry, they are dark and fleshy. It is not a raccoon, it is an opossum, which is great news. I love opossums. They are confusing and majestic like whales. I catch sight of its hairless tail and dump truck rump in the edge of my flashlight beam as it furiously waddles away, and I decide to follow it in case it has a cool den that I can see. I would love to see a cool opossum den. Plus, when I go back home, that could become my answer to how was camping. Not cold or sleepless or interesting, but it was amazing. I watched a nocturnal opossum crawl into its den on the cusp of dawn. As camping anecdotes go, an unimpeachable success. I walk as softly as I can while being quick, and as quickly as I can while being soft, but obviously I'm not able to successfully follow an opossum in the dark. It lives here, knows all the shortcuts, and I am a clumsy tourist in a beanie. I'm trying to listen for it, but there are birds everywhere. I think it is moving on a branch over here, but that is a bird. I think it is over there, but that is a bird too. I think it is rustling in a pile of leaves, but that is also a bird. The possum is gone, and I am in the woods, surrounded by birds, and dawn is just starting, but it is very dark. I'm not sure the way back to the tent.
I am so scared right now.
Then I hear a bird, and it says, "My spouse, my soon-to-turn 100 mother, Helen L. Chan, Canadian author Miriam Toews, Society of Physics students at Michigan State University, Dave." And another says, "I'll keep thinking on it. I hope this is helpful and hope all is well with you. Thanks for the excuse to go down memory lane. Love, XOXO. We've sure learned a lot, haven't we? Much love to you. Anyway, big hugs. Thanks, best. All the best." Because the birds are talking now. The birds say, "Journaled since I was a kid. I have also returned to journaling. It's been a boon. Journal utilizing the journal mindset of journaling. I love that journal. So pretty. Journals in the garage. One day read them all. Back down memory lane. Comfort younger me or see how far I've come. Forget shelving books by color or genre. The new way to arrange your shelves is to use them to tell a story. My journaling practice, beginning in 4th grade when my mom gave me my first journal at the suggestion of my teacher. A few books have rotated in and out. The San Francisco life built on the foundation of my Oregon childhood. Looking back at that little girl dressed as Peter Pan, it's really no wonder that I turned out the way I did." The birds say, "When you're young, you're divinely healthy. Your energy comes from the cup of life or something. As you age, you need more than food. Sometimes that's breathing instead of movement, making decisions that are true to my core needs, the serenity of the oak and pine hills." The birds say, "Drive, my drive, drive, drive." They say, "Laughter, oh yes, plenty of needed laughter, feeling the pain of the world in a silly way and saying, let's honk our noses at it and get on with it." They say she keeps writing novels and they keep being so good and they make me feel like I can keep writing my novel. Her dedication to democracy, the bedrock of it all. She's smart, sassy, and 99.9 years old at this moment. My connection to others, my emotional bond with humans and beasts. Community, the unwavering guiding light that has been with me since day one. The cycle I go through over and over that changes week by week. My bones and my blood. The birds say, "Treat others as you would like to be treated. The golden rule. We're all in this together, so let's get along. Optimism and hope for everyone, everywhere." The birds say, "Not only are science and art virtually in every space, the story collider, the wall holding up this pumpkin, the earliest Halloween photo I have. There are many reasons why. They have fluctuated in importance over the years, but creativity, preservation of my times, having only each other's company for so many months. I work full time. This is fun. I have 5 minutes." The birds say, 1, we can grow and change, and 2, there is benevolent intelligence in the universe. These beliefs interact. Being able to let go and trust that there is goodness out there allows me to gently encourage myself to love and forgive the parts of me that may be closed off, and to love and forgive others also. If I didn't trust some kind of good, higher power, I would be holding on much more tightly and not letting the universe change me. The birds say, my foundation is faith. Faith is my foundation. The birds say, I don't think I have a foundation. Maybe some of us are meant to float. The birds lift in a murmuration and head off somewhere altogether, probably towards whatever their version is of a hotel breakfast buffet. I am alone in the still barely dark, but it is mostly light now. As the dawn starts to lift things from the shadows, I start to be able to tell real shapes from not real shapes, and I can see where I've come from. I have to check out of my rented campsite by noon, so I make my way back. I pack up my camp. Like a dedicated wrestler, I tackle the bright red windbreaker from 1989 and bring it to the ground, pull poles out of sleeves, fold and roll the tent, and wedge the metal hooks up out of the ground and get it all into the car. I brush the empty ground with my boot. You would never know that I had been here. I notice movement above my eye level. Something rustling leaves, too big to be birds. 3 young people are in the tree, younger than me. They seem glad to be there, and I'm glad for them. A 4th person about my age is not in the tree. They are on the ground with a camera. The whole time I was camping, I didn't think to take any photos, and now I am about to leave. They're going to take a photo so that later they can show everyone back home that they were in the tree and they were glad to be there. I smile, but none of them see me. They are looking at each other and at the camera. They are singing silly songs. The photo will be beautiful.